Okay, we're going to discuss paano natin gagawin yung ating iterations, meaning, for example, if we have planning to create or deploy some certain resources like storage or VM or whatsoever, and then to make it gagawin po natin siyang dynamic, so we can do that kasi sa example na napapakita natin from the previous lessons that we have, it's only one resources lang, and then with repetitive na ginagawa natin na mga resources na name, like for example itong resources na we're going to create na storage one, okay? So in order kung gagawin po natin siyang manually, so ginagawa pa natin ganito, di ba? Ginagawa pa natin ganito para magkaroon ng dalawang resources. But the problem is, if kung gagawin niyo to, it's hindi siya magandang practices. So, meaning we're going to create something na more dynamically yung ating paggawa ng resources. Kaya dito po papasok yung ating uh, count natin and also a for each. Okay? So, let me go back again sa original na kanya, na code niya. Okay. So, right now, meron akong isang storage, okay, na resources, which is dalawa. Isa. Okay? Kung gagawin natin siyang dalawa, of course, pag piniplan natin siya, no, terraform plan natin, dalawa yan siya na gagawin niya. But, ang tendency niyan is i-repeat niya kung ano po yung storage name nito. So, let's say, check natin, okay? Anong output nito? Okay. So, right now, meron siyang storage. Sa planning pa lang, sa Terraform plan, it will it will give you this kind of output, which is wala siyang error. But if you're going to create that in applying it, so probably uh, mag-iterate siya ng something storage one na gano'n. Or I think it will trigger as an error. But there is a simple way na pwede na siyang gagawin natin tong dynamic, okay, for this one. So, ang gagawin natin is instead of this one, so let me put first the variable. So, sa variable natin, gumawa na ako ng account name na variable, okay, na hindi na tayong gumagawa ng ah, paisa-isa na resources, okay, na in-naming po natin. But, gagawin na natin to variable. And then, since we're going to create already this variable, which is the type is list, because we can uh, put any how many value here sa ating array. Okay? So right now, meron nating storage ngayon na account name. Ang papalitan na lang natin dito is var, tapos yung storage, account name, tapos account natin. So like sa ordinary na mga normal na mga programming. So how we going to count a certain list sa ating array by using count, right? So right now, dadagdagan ko pa ng index. Okay. And then kung ilan yung nandito, okay? Let me put this first, okay? For example, ito, zero, ang nasa loob nito is dalawa, right? Unless naglalagay po tayo ng another a set of storage dito. Okay, storage 3. Yan. So, magiging tatlo to siya dito to count it. So, ang gagawin lang natin is we're using function length sa Terraform and then call natin yung ating ito, account. Ano pong ilan po yung nandito dito ngayon sa ating uh, list natin. Storage account name. Okay? Yan siya guys. Save lang natin to. Yes, sir. Sige, sir. Ingat din. So, yun, sir. Yun, no? We're going to plan on it. Terraform plan. So, you can see, at least nagko-customize tayo ng isang nang-iterate niya lahat yung ating mga sets resources ngayon by using for. Okay? By using count. Okay? So, later sa ating mga next following video, so we're going to discuss or how is the for each look like sa ating Terraform. Okay, moving again sa ating discuss about for each because we already saw what count uh, would be look like. Right now sa for each natin is instead of we're going to use the count and then length which is ilan yung nasa array po natin, na list po natin which is 3 and then iterate natin by using index. Here sa for each is kakaiba. We're going to change it into name it for dito. For each na and then instead of length, we're not using length here sa for each, but instead yung var storage, which is the whole array functions of this one. Tatawagin natin to. And then yung sa naming po natin is we're going to use yung each. Okay, iterate natin by using each then the value. For the ring key, okay, pero sa ibang kampo yun. But here, value ang gagawin natin dito. Okay. And then sa list po natin is going to put it set. Okay. And then I think this is the same output pa rin ang lalabas here. Okay, you see? Same pa rin ang nangyari dito. So, iterate niya ang mga ito. Okay? We have, we can use count, we can also use for each. But I know na itong dalawa nito is may mga limitations, okay? May mga advantages and disadvantages by using here for this this kind of practices. Okay, so the next is we're going to discuss, I think uh, we will see what's the next one. Okay, so we did already so again sa ating natin. Ito po yung next po natin na gagawin. We can also use the for or the iterations sa uh, output natin. Okay. Like for example, right now sa output natin is only one lang ang i-display niya for this one because ang display niya lang for here is yung staging something, the name of the resource group. Okay? So, if you're going to check it again sa last natin mga lesson, okay. Okay, so terraform natin yung output niya. Okay. So, ito yung output niya, which is RG name, stages resources, nakuha niya. Okay. And then, meron pa tayong ibang way to use this kind of iterations, make it static uh, by adding something here, and then we're going to put it star, okay, to count it, to iterate yung mga nasa ano. So sa ngayon, yung ating resource group natin is only one lang ang i-display, but if we for us na magiging mag-work yung mga iterations, so how many values na ilalagay po display dyan, so we can also change that, okay? Ganito po siya pag if ever na meron po tayong tatlo or apat na resources na kailangan natin i-output, i-display sa output natin. Okay? So right now, same pa rin to ang lalabas niya. Okay, so isa pa rin. So we can also put another function here to see the difference. Like sa storage name po natin na gagawin dito is panibago na makikita nyo. Okay? Like here, we're going to use pag kayo nasa programming talaga, hindi na sa inyo bago to. This is not you for you guys if you are in a programming background. So, tirate na lang ninyo yung Azure Storage account. Account storage, Azure Storage account, and then put it column, and then iterate it by name. Okay? Kasi ito yung value na nilagay natin. So, we're going to put it here and then the name. Okay. Same pa rin yan ang outcome dyan. So, let's check uh, what would be the output here. Okay. Anong problema niya is Azure Storage Account. Okay, so we forgot to put something example here because example yung nilalagay natin na resource name, a storage name, example. Okay, then let's tiplan natin balik. Okay, you see, so ganyan lang po siya guys to use the for sa ating output po natin. So right now, hindi lang talaga siya uh, makita na it did already work. Okay? Sa ganitong format na pag-iterate natin by declaring it to the value. Okay? So I hope na we already discussed all the topic for iterations like the count for each, okay, and for. And I guess we're going moving forward sa ating lesson 8 po natin. Okay?